Hello everyone, welcome back to SNS Study Station. Today we are going to see a topic which is Indifference Point. It is a part of EBIT-EPS analysis only that we have covered in the previous session. So it is a part of that. So you know how to find out EPS. Calculation of EPS we have seen in the previous video. So how to calculate EPS when EBIT is given. So how to reach to EPS from EBIT. Those all the steps we have seen and we have calculated EPS. This you know very well. Now if you have not seen that, you can refer to that video in the description box. Now if indifference point means there's a certain point at which EPS remains unchanged. As you have seen, what we have done earlier, if EPS is given, if EBIT is given and we have to calculate EPS, so we have different alternatives. Suppose we are taking different types of capital structure. We are taking equity, we are taking debts, we are taking mix of equity and debts, we are taking mix of equity shares and preference shares, or we are taking all these three: equity, preference and debt. Okay, so by taking each and every alternative, what will be its effect on EPS that we have calculated, and the one which is giving us highest EPS, that one should be selected. Okay, means in every alternative the EPS will be different. Now here indifference point is about when EPS should be same. When we have to keep the same EPS, then what should be the EBIT level? Means what value we should put in EBIT, what value we should put in EBIT, so that EPS will remain same for all the alternatives. No matter which alternative you will choose, means which capital structure you will take, whether it is a mix of debt, equity, whether it is only debt, or whatever capital structure you will take, EPS will remain unchanged, or EPS remains same in all the alternatives. So that is known as indifference point. That point we have to find out. So for solving these type of questions, we have this equation. This equation you can see here: x minus I1 1 minus t minus PD is preference dividend. So x minus I1 1 minus t minus PD divided by n1 equals to x minus I2 1 minus t minus PD divided by n2. Tax, t is tax rate, so t will remain same. Okay, PD is preferential dividend. If preference shares, dividend on preference shares is given, that will remain same, that we have to take. And if x, okay, x is what we need to calculate. So x is EBIT that we need to calculate, because we have to find out EBIT level at which EPS remains same. So x will remain same. I1, I2, I hope you understand, I is interest on debts. So if how many debts are given, that we have to take. Based on that, we have to take I1, I2. Then if let's say three alternatives will be given, so you can go for that also. Means you can take first two alternatives, then the other two, like this you can take it. Okay, so just the thing is you have to find out EBIT. So I1, I2 you know. Okay, and N1, N2. N is the number of equity shares. So N1, number of equity shares under alternative 1, number of equity shares under alternative 2 is N2. Like this we have to find it out. So just remember this formula, remember this equation. With the help of this we will find out. Now we will find out EBIT. Okay, EBIT level we will find out at which EPS will remain same. So here one question is that, in which we are going to solve it. A Limited wants to implement a project for which 80,000 is to be raised. A Limited wants, 80 lakh. A Limited wants to raise 80 lakh rupees. So it has following two plans. Two plans are given. Plan first is they can issue 8 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So that will become 80 lakh. Or second plan is they can issue 40,000 10% debentures of rupees 100 each and 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Means 40 lakh they can raise through debentures and 40 lakh they can raise through equity shares. So that also will become equal to 80 lakh. And tax rate is given as 55%. We have to calculate indifference point. Or they can ask question like that also. At what EBIT level the EPS will remain unchanged? Like this they can ask. So first let's write the equation. So then it will be easy for us to solve. X minus I1, then 1 minus T, then minus PD. PD, preferential dividend, divided by N1 equals to X minus I2, 1 minus T minus PD divided by N2. Okay, so like this we have to take. So first we can note down the things what is given here. So we can, like, X is what we have to find out. X is EBIT that we need to calculate. EBIT we need to find out. I1, I2, interest is given. So in the first plan there is no debts, so interest is 0. In the second plan there is interest. 10% interest is given on debts, 10% interest is given on debentures. So on 40 lakh total from debentures, 40,000 of rupees 100 each, that means 40 lakh. So total 40 lakh rupees we can raise through debentures. So 10% of 40 lakh is 4 lakh. 4 lakh is the I2. I1, I2, I is just interest. So in the plan first there were only equity shares, no debts. So that's why we are not taking that. Then preferential dividend. Preference shares are nowhere, so preferential dividend will be 0 only. Then T is given. Tax rate is 55%, so we can take 0.55. Tax rate we will take 0.55 as 55% is given here. And number of equity shares. N1. In the first plan, number of equity shares are 8 lakh equity shares. And in the second plan, number of equity shares are 4 lakh. So this all we have to just put in the equation and you will get EBIT. So let's start. X minus I1 0. First note down all the variables, then it will be easy for you to solve. 1 minus T is 0.55 minus 0 divided by N1 is 8 lakh equals to X minus I2 is 4 lakh, 1 minus 0.55 minus preferential dividend is 0 divided by N2 is 4 lakh. So this, when you will simplify, you will get X minus 0 will be X only and 1 minus 0.55 will be 0.45. So the 0.45X you will get here on the top divided by 8 lakh. Then here you will get 0.45X minus 1,80,000. Okay. 1 minus 0.55 is 0.45. So 0.45 multiply X is 0.45X and 0.45 multiply 4 lakh is 1,80,000. And minus 0, that means nothing. So now this we can do cross multiply. So cross multiply will be done. So 0.45 will be multiplied with 4 lakh. So we will get here, when we will simplify this, we will get 0. Okay, or here also after simplification of this we will get this value. Okay, this calculation part you can do. I am not doing that, so this calculation you can do. Okay, so in the denominator 8 lakh is there, 4 lakh is there, so you can go with that. So 0.45x equals this. Then x values we have to put out on the one side. So 0.9x and 0.45x, it will be deducted. So there will be 0.45x equals to 3,60,000, and then x we will get as 8 lakh. So x we will get at as 8 lakh, and 8 lakh is the EBIT. So this is the indifference point. This 8 lakh is the indifference point, with the help of which we will, this 8 lakh will be the indifference point, with the help of which when EPS will be calculated in all these two plans, the EPS will be same. So let's verify that. So this is how you can calculate indifference point. Now let's do one more step. We can do verification here. Verification we can do means whether the EPS will be same or not. Okay, verification, spelling, verification. Okay, verification, because they are saying that at that EPS it should be same. At that EPS, at that EBIT level, EPS should be same. Like that we have to. So first we have to take how we were calculating EPS, just follow those steps, that's it. So EBIT is obviously, plan first is about equity only and plan second is about equity plus debentures. So EPS just now we have calculated, EBIT just now we have calculated, that is 8 lakh in both the plans. Then from EBIT we have to deduct interest, we have to deduct I. So in the first plan there was no interest, in the second plan there was, we have calculated 4 lakh was the interest. So 8 lakh is left and here 4 lakh is left. Now tax, EBIT, tax we have to deduct, tax is 55%. 55% of 8 lakh is 4.4 lakh and 55% of 4 lakh is 2.2 lakh. So this, when we will deduct, we will get, okay, so this is EBT, this we will get EAT, earnings after tax. So here we will get 3.6 lakh and here we will get 1.8 lakh in the second plan. Then we have to deduct the preference dividend, but preferential dividend is not there in the question. So we can go with that and just divide it with the number of equity shares. So number of equity shares in the first plan is 4 lakh. Sorry, first plan it is 8 lakh, correct? Second plan it is 4 lakh number of equity shares. So here EPS we will get 3.6 divided by 8 lakh. Here we will get 0.45 and second plan 1.8 lakh divided by 4 lakh. So here we will get again same 0.45. So you can see EPS is same. In this type of question we have to solve EPS. We have to find out, we have to verify whether EPS is same or not. Okay, so just EBIT level we have to find out what should be the EBIT, what EBIT should we take so that EPS will remain same in all the alternatives. So I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so yeah, this was the question. You can first solve the indifference point with the help of equation. Then see, equation can be looking dangerous, it is lengthy, but just write all the values of the variables, that's it, and just put it there and then calculate, and then only calculation part. So after finding the EBIT, that was 8 lakh, you can verify whether EPS is same or not. So this question you can solve. Here also 2 plans are given, you can solve. First you can solve the indifference point. Okay, here in the question they have asked calculate the EBIT at which both plans give the same EPS. So like this also they can ask. It is not necessary that they will mention indifference point. They can ask question like this also, so you can identify which question is that. This is indifference point question. So solve this question and in the comment box answer the EBIT, write the EBIT. What should be the EBIT so that EPS will remain same in this question. Okay, thank you.